All right, welcome back, Spiritchild1723. We're going to do a soul card reading for Sagittarius in the month of August. Cat's got my tongue already. First deck we're using is John Holland's, and pray that we stay in protective divine light and transmute all negative energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, choose wisely. See what else we got for Sagittarius in the month of August. Like I said, I want to try to keep this reading soul focused. All right, I'm going to take the top three cards. Waiting game, triumph, success, and passion ignited. Okay, so the first card out for Sagittarius in August is 7 card. Choose wisely. And 7 for me, if you've been listening to this channel, is always refining your choice or committing to a specific choice. In this particular card, it's showing 5 possibilities. All right, 5 different directions, right? So if you're getting intuitive hits, signs, synchronicities saying you should stop on something and apply yourself to this specific task, you need to listen to that, to bring, just to bring an easier path for yourself, right? There's always guidance there. Any, worthwhile plan, you got to revamp, you got to adjust, the trick's not to quit, but find the path, it's not always the path of least resistance, but the path that's bringing you the results you need, and kind of double down on that, and let some of the other stuff slip to the side, this could be, I'm getting business, career, life choice, sometimes people get up my age and they don't want to do the career they've been doing for a long time, and they're okay with taking a risk or taking a lower paying job because they just don't want the stress. They don't want they want out of you know the matrix, right? All right, then we have a 2 card, the waiting game. So this is decisions. This shows you in mental energy. Purple's in this deck's a spiritual card, if I remember. um So, ask the divine, ask your spiritual support team, whether it's angels, spirit guides, universe, creative intelligence, God, Holy Spirit, whatever resonates for you, higher power. We're open here. You know what I mean? Find what works for you. So this is saying, just take your time and you'll know when it's right to make the decision. You'll know the right decision. All right, 1's a new start. So this is showing the sword coming out of the ground, triumph, success. So this is saying you've chosen your path, right? The idea's been communicated to you or from you, however you want to look at it, because some people believe the divine's inside them and they create by accessing, the divine and acknowledging that creative force, source energy inside them. This is saying someone's got a clear path and has made a choice, for career, business, whatever they have to do to get their life moving again. And then we have another 1 card, so passion ignited. I can honestly, I can't tell. I get a little bit of business, I get a little bit of romance here. So Sagittarius in the month of August, passion ignited, fire sign. They're showing, it's a little low, but they're showing the heart chakra opening up. You know what I mean? And they're showing the solar plexus kind of energized, and this is great. This is you wanting to do what you're doing, you wanting to pursue the choices you made, the things you put on your vision board, the things you planned on in life. Like, this is like it's all coming together, you know, and you're all right taking the action, you know. So this could be side hustle. This could be a new permanent, I mean, full-time job or main job for someone. Knowing Sagittarius, they usually have a couple things going, you know. They try to keep 2 or 3 sources of money supplies, you know, coming in. All right, Spirit, let's grab a few more cards. Sagittarius in the month of August. This is soul growth reading. Let's see what we have. All right, we're going to fill in the gaps here. We have People card. We have Spirit. We have Energy card. And we have Intention. All right, so let's see what we have, guys and girls. First card out is People, Professional Assistance. So this is talking about, you know, getting help, you know, whether it's legal or business or, you know, counseling or therapy. But this is showing contracts, and this is showing some of you guys are putting a business together and maybe a spiritual career at that, which is great. You know, I applaud you. It's a big jump, and it shows a lot of confidence and a lot of trust in, you know, your spirit, your support team. Then we have, for Sagittarius, we have 5. We have a Spirit card, the Sacred Temple. So this is a place where you go for answers. You know what I mean? And there's different names for it. But a lot of different cultures believe, and it doesn't have to be a building, but just where there's knowledge stored up, right? Where there's usually ancient knowledge and wisdom that's available for the group of people, the sector of the people, the tribe, or whatever it may be, right? And this is showing that spirit has messages and answers for this person who I'm just getting somebody starting a business. There's no like turning back at this point. You know, they're in business for themselves. So, which doesn't surprise me with Sagittarius sign, right? Then we have the energy come out too, planning in action, you know, and you have that along with, you know, getting assistance. I put that in the wrong place. Sorry. And again, we're seeing a different type of, you know, housing situation, complex, or, you know, community. You know, some of you guys might be big real estate, you know, players. You know, this shows developing a whole community. If you look at all the plots and stuff in front, that in the background might be the original, you know, house, and then they're coming into this neighborhood. They're doing all kinds. If you look over here, those are all, you know, the same way the city does, like, you know, your plot of land, you know. So we get some real estate people here, either selling, buying, developing. Like I said, somebody's working for themselves. They could be at a point where, you know, they've worked for themselves for a long time. Now they're stepping into like being the actual broker, whether it's mortgages or real estate, or, you know, I tend to get that this is more real estate based, developer based type energy. All right, then we have Intention, playing it safe. This is a 6 card. They've broken out. They're showing the fireworks in the back, but this is showing a female energy, kind of like reluctant to love. They're kind of reminiscing. I'm sorry, I was just trying to look if those are flowers. Those flowers were roses or carnations, but she's put the flowers down. She's reminiscing about a time where there was, you know, more romance in their life, and now it seems like there's more, probably more career going on, and they're you know, they're busy and they're doing good, you know, financially. The Pentacles are coming in and everything, but they don't have that partner yet, you know. All right, And sometimes there's sacrifices and trade-offs, you know, when you take a real super professional career, whether female or male is doing it. Sometimes developing a family and a relationship become less important, you know, or sometimes it comes more of a thing out of like obligation, or, you know, kind of like just sharing the funds to make it easier to support, you know, the type of house and type of lifestyle they want to present. I'm just reading energy. Don't shoot the messenger. Oops. Almost pushed the card back in. We have baby steps. We have wait. This is a new deck, so it's really not attuned to my energy yet, and I'm not attuned to it. Haven't used it enough. Okay, so the first one out for Sagittarius in the month of August. Let's go, Sagittarius. What do we got here? Baby steps, action. Follow your intuition before it makes senses. Before it makes sense. I said senses, so it might be using your senses, right? Using your soul gift, all that stuff, clairvoyance, you know what I mean? Clairsentient, all those are soul gifts, right? This is kind of saying you're gonna know, you know what I mean? You're gonna know what the next step is. You're gonna know what to do with your business and who to partner with, and you gotta, you know, you don't have to do anything, but it'd be smart to listen to your intuition and trust it, you know. And it's fun. It's one thing to trust it with your life decisions, but like you add, you know, a decent amount of money into the equation too, and then tell people to, you know, trust their gut on it when there's a lot of money possible, you know, it's got to work type situation with the investment, you know. um it's hard depending on how long they've been uh living like that, like using those senses to guide their soul along this, you know, journey we call life here on this 3D planet. All right, so we have a wait card. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Um, so this is, you know, goes back to more of the planning stages. Um, yeah, I'm just getting, you know, it might be a little bit of a pause, but I'm not seeing this as a major obstacle. We'll see what the next card out is, Sagittarius. See if it brings a little different. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus destiny life. That's what I was saying. You know, somebody, this card here, somebody's reminiscing over what they could have had. Like if they became, and I don't mean it in a bad way, right? But like if they became the housewife, you know what I mean, and lived the life, you know, focusing on bringing up their kids and stuff. You know, they're thinking about this, like, or you know, even if they, um, you know, made their relationship before their career and stuff. They're just thinking about how this would have turned out. It's heavy on their mind. And this card is saying, while somebody's in meditation, they're in pink space, so that's heart chakra to me. They're reflecting in the water, right? And it says soul plan, the fated life, right, versus the destiny life. And the fated life could be that matrix that I'm telling you about. Like I'm just gonna do what's safe. I'm gonna do what everyone else does, and I want, you know, secure, safe life, and I'll take my 3 vacations a year, and I'll save in my 401k. You know, that type of thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, um, the destiny life would be like trying to figure out, like, what am I here for? Like, who am I supposed to help? You know, what gifts do I have, and how does that help other people? You know, and how do I become of service, you know, to humanity, you know, and your family. All right, let's take a few romance cards. First one, jump. It's safe for you to love, Sagittarius. This month of August, we're going to take one more. Like I said, this is a soul reading mostly. We have this upside. We're not going to do romance card upside down. Well, all right, I will. Spirit threw it upside down, so unacquitted love's upside down. So I guess that's good. You know what I mean? That means you're finding an equal partnership. You're finding someone you can blend with, that you can blend your life with. And it says, the other card, the reaffirmation, the affirmation card, or I'm choosing to use it, is it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And this is saying, your total life, the total package, will soar. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. If you made it this far, you like it, resonates with you, any part of it resonates with you, you appreciate me taking the time, using my energy, please please share a video, and definitely become a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, and it'll help the channel grow, if that's meant to be. We'll see you next time.